Hey everybody, welcome back to Matt's Ice Cream Show, and we are back on our quest to try all the ice cream world has to offer. Today we're doing Reese's, get the glare off, Reese's, get the glare off. No, but Reese's, right, that's what they're called, right? Reese's, new Reese's, get the glare off. No, Reese's peanut butter sandwiches. This is a frozen dairy dessert. This says Reese's peanut butter sandwiches with Reese's peanut butter swirl packed between two chocolate wafers. For the calorie conscious crowd, each sandwich is 240 calories, 240. I believe we have done at least one or two of these others. I'm pretty sure I did the Reese's. Anyway, I've done a few Reese's. You'll have to check it out in the past. Sometimes, like I said before, it can be exceptionally difficult because I've done similar brands and similar flavors, and then I have to look back and see if I've done the novelty, because also sometimes I'll buy them and I'll just eat them and forget to film them. But anywho, let's move forward. This is a frozen dairy dessert, as many of you know, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. A frozen dairy dessert is very similar to ice cream, except, at least by FDA standard, ice cream has to meet certain criteria in America. And in order to meet that criteria, it has to have over 10% dairy fat and under 100% overrun or air whipped into it, as well as other things, certain amount of egg and a certain amount of density, etc. So because of that, a lot of times brands will make a similar product to ice cream that a lot of people consider ice cream or a novelty, but it doesn't have as much fat content as far as milk goes, typically under, or no, it has to be under 10%. And they add like other things like vegetable oil or other types of like fat substitutes. So anyway, let's get into it. I've had good experiences with like the Reese's and specifically the Reese's and the Oreo in the past. Although, as many of you know, I'm not a big fan of these collaborations because in my opinion, these don't do very well. But we're going to give it an honest review and let's try it out. Also, I'm judging it based off if it actually tastes like Reese's, not just if it's good. Maybe I should give it 2 scores, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay. Well, first things first, the peanut butter flavor in between is very overwhelming. I'm a big fan of peanut butter, but it's really overwhelming. The chocolate wafers they use, they're okay, but they're kind of dull. They don't really have like a very pronounced chocolate flavor. If anything, it's just kind of there. It's kind of lacking. The fat content, obviously, because it's a frozen dairy dessert, isn't the greatest, but even for a frozen dairy dessert, it could be a little better. There's definitely a very, very pronounced peanut butter flavor, but the chocolate is just, like I said, just kind of there. Also in the box, you can kind of see it. It says the peanut butter swirl throughout it. I can't see it here, and I showed it before. I didn't see that, and I didn't really taste that. It's really just kind of like a peanut butter, like a ice cream version of a peanut butter sandwich, if that makes any sense. I'm a little disappointed, Reese's. Who is this by, actually? Or what brand is it? Unilever. Usually they work with like Dryers or Breyers or something like that, depending on the collaboration. I guess it's Unilever. Anyway, I know Unilever is, I believe, a umbrella company, and they have subsidiaries underneath it. But usually they'll tell you who they work with. I guess maybe it's just straight Unilever. Okay, but anyway, so let's go ahead and give it a rating. Scale of 1 to 100, 10-point grading scale. I wish I had a drum roll. Drum roll, please. Blah, 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 blah. That's me making the sounds. That sounds really bad. Anyway, we're back. I'll be real with you. I probably should give it 2 ratings, but it's kind of one and the same because they're both kind of a letdown. Just being real with you, this is not that great of a collaboration, in my opinion. They didn't do that great of a job at it. Scale of 1 to 100, 10-point grading scale. I'm going to give it like a 78. It's like a C+. Is it something that I would go out of my way to get? No. If you had it at your house and you offered it to me, would I eat it? Maybe. Is it just okay? Would it scratch that itch for a little bit of sweet? Yeah, I guess. I'm going to tell you my discrepancies with it. First things first. It's called Reese's, okay? So clearly they're trying to push the Reese's. It just tastes like a lighter peanut butter in between chocolate-ish. I say ish because that wasn't very pronounced either, wafers, okay? So my real discrepancy, first things first, there was really no sugar hit. I mean, it was there, but it wasn't there. Even for like peanut butter and chocolate, not really there. Second thing, the peanut butter overwhelmed everything, but not in the greatest way. And not that the peanut butter was bad, but it really wasn't that great either. Third, or which maybe should be first, it says Reese's. Again, that's my biggest thing. If you're going to have the Reese's on here, the Reese's peanut butter sandwich, you really should have just called it peanut butter and then maybe added Reese's in the corner as in like we're trying to do a collaboration. But when you put Reese's in these big letters on the front, it needs to taste like a Reese's. This didn't really taste like a Reese's. It just tasted like okay peanut butter slapped between two soggy, and that's my fourth discrepancy, soggy chocolate wafers. My fifth discrepancy, and I've got a whole list. Unroll the list. The chocolate wafers were soggy, and also I guess they were an attempt to be milk chocolate because it wasn't a dark chocolate, at least flavor-wise. It was an attempt. We'll just say it was an attempt, and they didn't do that very good job at it. I'm probably being nice by giving it a 78. It's probably more like a 75, like a solid C. But we'll give it a C+ because I can tell that they were attempting to throw it together in some kind of collaborative way with Unilever, however you pronounce that, and attempt to make, but like, they really didn't do that great of a job, and that's one of my biggest discrepancies with a lot of these brands. It ends up just tasting like something. The only one, I think we had one Reese's ice cream with something else, or frozen dairy dessert. I can't remember another type. Maybe it was these bars back here. I can't remember. I feel like I tried those before. Maybe it was through Friendly or whatever. They weren't bad. And then the Oreo collection with, I think it was Dryers. They did an excellent job. This collaboration though, not so much. So anyway, guys, you guys go out and check it out. 78. Give it a C+, and I'm being nice by Reese's. Let me know if there are any other flavors by this brand or any other brands by this flavor. Also, while you're there, what do you think about last ice cream? I say that because they're often regional or seasonal or limited edition. I have trouble finding them like this. I know you have trouble finding them. Party and Matt's Ice Cream Show comment section. Love talking to you guys throughout the week in prior videos. Love talking to you guys in the comments of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We're growing. We're going to be at 1,500 soon. Looking forward to a good summer. We're coming up on our 5th year soon. We're going to do it for the rest of my life. Try all the ice cream world has to offer, including frozen dairy desserts from brands that are just okay. But anyway, guys, I'm going to shut out now. Big shout outs to John. We miss you, man. We love you. We love your family. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check the links below. Come eat ice cream with me every week. Reese's collaboration with Unilever. In fact, I don't know. Unilever might own Reese's. Anyway, I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comments below. That's not actually right, because some of you are, psychos. But anywho, we're back. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Tell your friends, tell your family. Come eat ice cream with me every week. And I will see you next time. See you next time, guys.